Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's tutorial, we will go through Mocha AE stabilization and the native After Effects stabilize motion and compare the results to see which one performs better. Many of you often ask which stabilization method to use, which one I personally use, and why. I will answer that question at the end of this tutorial, but for now, let's get started. Before we continue, if you want these exact shakes, I've linked my AM Film Shake preset pack in the description. Just drag and drop and your edits instantly look more dynamic. Alright, let's get back to it. I will begin with the Mocha AE stabilization method. Once the effect is applied, launch Mocha AE. I usually select the rectangle tool and create a mask around the object I want to lock onto. In this case, it is the car's wheel because I want to stabilize it and keep it centered on the screen, so I will mask around the center of the wheel like this. After that, enable planar surface. You may wonder what it does. Basically, planar surface shows Mocha which area should act as the tracking reference. Think of it like placing a guide on the object so Mocha knows exactly what movement to follow. It also helps you quickly check if the tracking stays accurate before applying it back in After Effects. Now under the track motion options, disable everything except transform. The reason is simple. If all tracking options stay enabled, Mocha may also track changes in size, rotation, or perspective, which can make the stabilization look unstable or drift over time. By leaving only transform enabled, we keep the tracking cleaner and focus only on the movement we actually need. Once that's done, click track forward and wait for the tracking to finish. After the tracking is complete, click save and close Mocha AE. Back in After Effects, expand tracking data and click create track data. This takes the tracking information from Mocha and converts it into usable animation data inside After Effects, so we can apply the tracked movement directly to properties like anchor point. Now press U on your keyboard to reveal the created keyframes and copy all of the center keyframes. Next press A to reveal the anchor point property and paste the copied center keyframes onto it. If you now preview the video, you will see that it is stabilized and locked to the center of the screen. The only thing left to fix is the black borders, which you can remove by scaling up the video slightly. Let me preview the video once more, and we are done with the Mocha AE stabilization. Look how smooth and precise the stabilization looks using Mocha AE. The result is really impressive. Now let's jump to the native stabilize motion method. All you need to do is click the stabilize motion button. Zoom into your footage so you can clearly see the object, and drag the track point onto it. You can also increase the size of the track point for better tracking results. Increasing the inner box helps After Effects focus on the exact area you want to track more precisely. It defines the main detail area, so the tracking stays locked on the object itself. Increasing the outer box gives After Effects more surrounding information to analyze movement more smoothly. It helps the tracker understand how the object moves in relation to the background, which can improve overall stability. After setting the tracking point, click Options. Choose RGB and enable Adapt feature on every frame to make the tracking more precise and accurate. Then click Analyze Forward and wait for it to finish. Once the analysis is complete, click Apply and confirm by pressing OK. Close the tracking window, and the stabilization is done. If you scrub through the timeline, you will see that the video is now stabilized. However, there is still one issue besides the borders. The footage is not automatically centered like it is in the Mocha AE method. When stabilizing with Mocha AE, it also automatically aligns the video in the center, which saves a lot of time. But in the native method, you need to manually center and align the clip. To do this precisely, first enable proportional grid, which helps you clearly see the exact center of the screen. Now you can align the clip properly to the center. Once that is done, the only remaining issue is the black borders, which we will fix by scaling the video up. After scaling, make sure to reposition the clip again so it stays perfectly centered. Let me quickly preview the video once more and check the result. The footage is now perfectly stabilized and looks similar to the Mocha AE method. There are no major differences, and it is completely up to you which method you find easier to use for stabilization. But since you have asked my opinion many times, I would say that the Mocha AE method wins in terms of time efficiency. That said, I personally use Mocha AE most of the time because it is very accurate and saves a lot of time when it comes to centering and stabilizing the clip. Hope this video helps you decide which method you want to use for your future edits. Just note that there is no difference in stabilization smoothness, because both methods work in a similar way. It all comes down to which one feels easier for you to use in your everyday editing.